Again, Rashad and me have never missed on any one of our collaborations. They've all been hits. And Taylor, you've already heard Taylor's work on Part of the Game.
Yes, so I have.
I had the brilliant idea. I said, what if we put them together on the track? Taylor sings the chorus with me where ball up top, basketball phrase. That just essentially means reset. Like, okay, check up, give me the ball, or start the next play, or start the next round, kind of thing. Like reset for the next round. That's kind of what ball up top means. So essentially, I just got my heart broke. I just went through my whole phase. I just had a whole me being the villain, and then realized I didn't want to be the villain anymore. So now, reset.
Okay.
Reset. So I'm still kind of in my whole phase a little bit. I'm just not being a villain anymore with it. Where, game don't stop, sometimes you gotta say ball up top. Why can't falling in love be easy? I know it's blind cause it never sees me. Then Taylor takes over the hook where she's kind of paralleling the themes that we brought up in the first track, NLA intro. In this league, you'll go through heartbreak. Oh, I know all about it. Not every shot you're meant to make. But you miss the shots you never take. So you gotta make some shit shake.
Wow.
That's the concept where essentially you're gonna miss. You're gonna get your heart broken, but you gotta keep going. You gotta keep shooting. You gotta keep going. You see where?
That is true.
Yep.
That
where the first verse is split between me and Rashad. I just took a L. I won't pretend. I just took a loss. Heartbreak of Dagger.
Okay.
I won't pretend. Young men like me want to say screw love and never try again. But then who gonna bag these 10s? Again, dimes. 10 out of 10s. There's hell of dimes in my lens. Lord help me because she has friends. And then because, again, they're 10 out of 10s, they're dimes, it's a piggy bank. Start, say when. I call for Rashad. Essentially saying, Rashad, there's too many women for me. I need help. Here. And then Rashad, again, in fitting Rashad Stark fashion, completely delivers. He crushes his verse. Where, screw that chick, everybody lose one door closed, somebody new come, so many girls and they all on the floor. I'm just saying, bro, you don't have to choose one. We have motion, i.e. we have popularity, we have fame, we have...
You have options.
We have options. One phone call and we can get things popping. I know that you're in love, but what did I tell you? Always keep another girl in your back pocket.
And you're telling me this, huh?
Okay, so then, but also, funny enough, Rashad says right after that, because again, Rashad knows me. This is the same Rashad who took me out to the club after my first, when I was still heartbroken and being single. He said, but don't you go give up on her. I know how much you love her. Because if you take your time, then she might go and find another. He's referring to we know who now. And that can't happen, not on your watch. Get your queen, forget the rest, don't stop. Give it everything you got. Go get it, young man. Ball up top.
Been stuck on the same old girl from 2019 and I pray that she'll come around.
Back to the chorus where he's essentially saying, look, deep down we know you still love that girl. You're over her, sure, but you still love that girl. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. You love that girl. Go get her.
She got you wrapped around her face.
All right. You see how people just like to joke? Disclaimer for the people at home: she in fact does not have me wrapped around her finger. Okay, good.
Yeah, she has him wrapped around her finger.
If you guys couldn't tell, she very clearly has favoritism for we know who. But that's.
Been stuck on the same old girl from 2019 and I pray that she'll come around.
Look at her, she can't even deny it. Okay, all right. But in the second verse, I essentially talk about me going back to we know who. I've been outside doing my big one. I've been entertaining other women. I've been outside doing my big one. It's fun when you have straight dimes, 10 out of 10s. But I can't fight the feeling that makes me want to heel click 3 times. That is a reference to The Wizard of Oz, or the story of The Wizard of Oz, where click your heels 3 times, no place like home. No place like home. Girl, I see signs, no place like home. If I'm wrong, that's fine. No place like home, but I know that's mine. Now, look me deep in the eye and tell me stop when I lie. That's me directly talking to we know who and saying, look, you know it's me and you. Let's stop all these games. Let's tell the truth.
Okay.
Because there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Time is passing us by. We've been doing the same song and dance for a minute. It's crazy because who thought that it'd still be spinning? I mean, I was hoping, but now a ring, we could get it. Because us being here is a picture I drew. That's a reference to the very first love project I did titled From Wonder With Love. My first love project about we know who. And the final song on that was Picture This. Where it was essentially me saying, imagine the life we could have together.
Okay.
Like if this is the end, imagine what could have been. And it's me painting that could have been. So us being here is a picture I drew and Picture This. Okay. But it ain't just a dream if I wake up with you.
Wow.
Where essentially it kind of just ends, we reignite. We're not dating, but we know who is back. She's back in the picture. I'm happy she's back. And that takes us.
I'm happy too.
Told you.
Been stuck on the same old girl from 2019, and I pray that she'll come around.
But that takes us to the next track, Worldwide Wonder with the man BX. Yes. We performed, me and BX did this one at the concert. Much love BX. Went crazy. Concept of this song is as Tule is growing in his music and his content creation and everything, I no longer have the time for her. I can't make her my priority anymore because I have to make succeeding and growing my priority.
This is the one where you're traveling to places to perform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not necessarily purely to perform. Again, there's a little bit of fictitiousness in there. But essentially the hook, sorry if I missed your call, babe.
Yeah.
I ain't been around, catching flights all day, in and out of town. Trust me, it's a small play. Don't let it get you down and under. You know I'll always be a worldwide wonder. Again, it's me telling her, look, you know I will always love you. Like, hey, you want me to grow, which is true. We know who has always wanted this for me, and she would hate to be the reason I hate
too.
Exactly. So it's very much like I'm not overlooking you, I'm just doing what I have to do.
Got you.
Kind of thing.
Okay.
Now this song was originally at a concept of this song and the next song after it were 2 songs that were playing on the radio. Like I called the radio station and requested them to play these songs in tribute to her. So she could forgive me because now she's mad at me because I've been ignoring her calls for being busy. That was the original concept. Okay. Where BX on his verse essentially emphasizes the whole, look, I'm busy, but don't think I don't care about you kind of thing. And I do the same thing on mine, where it's essentially, I'm telling her about what I've been doing. Okay. And how I've been growing. Like, look, they're actually liking my songs. You wanted this for me. I'm winning. But also, this winning doesn't mean anything to me because I can't share the wins with you. That's what makes it worth it to me.
Gotcha.
Before Tule had aspirations of being a big music star, I was in love with her. My first song I wrote was about her. So, full circle moment, these wins I'm getting, they mean even more because I want to share them with you. This is then followed up with Everything, which also has BX on there. Again, shout out BX. BX, when I tell you guys, the story with Everything is so crazy. Because originally, I was the only one on Everything. It was just me. In fact, Everything was the same track. Everything and Hopeless Romantic were all one track. Okay. But the track was getting too long, so I said, let me separate them. Okay. So when I separated them, Supreme, shout out Supreme, we love Supreme. Love you, Preemie. Supreme, she was going to be on Hopeless Romantic. Okay. But the lyrics that she was going to be on got moved to Everything. Where Everything is like the second track on the radio I begged the DJ to play for We Know Who. Where I essentially tell the DJ, I'm like, hey, just put this on the radio.
Okay.
Where and BX's involvement. Originally, I was gonna be the male vocalist on the song, but for me and the way my mind worked, to sell the whole radio concept, I didn't want it to be me singing. I wanted to come as if this is a random song on a radio station that's playing. So, and also, you know, keep it fresh. Let's not hear Tule's voice for a little while.
Okay.
So the chorus, everything that I do is so I get closer to you. Oh my baby, everything that I do, everything I do is so I get closer to you. Oh my baby. It's a reaffirmation, like just know everything I'm doing is for us in the future. It might not look that way today, but that's what it's for. That's what all of this is. Like, I still care about you. But then that imposter syndrome creeps back in. Everything that I try always fails. I need to know why. Ain't prepared to say a goodbye, so I spin the block till I die. Spin the block means I keep going back to you. I keep finding my way. I keep coming back. I keep coming back. I keep until I die. Where everything I'm trying to do to make it work doesn't work, and I don't comprehend the why. I always fails. I need to know why. Ain't prepared to say goodbye. Rashad just reaffirmed, no, go get your girl, man. I'm going to go get my girl, and I'm still failing. I'm right back to where I started with part of the game, where now I'm questioning if the love is there because circumstances just don't want it to work. And then that perfectly transitions into my favorite track of the album, Hopeless Romantic, where it's kind of like, and the thing in basketball is players will have kind of like a moniker, like a nickname in a sense.
Yeah.
So, Wonder from the Seven, basketball name, nickname, Hopeless Romantic. That was my alias. That's my alias. And also, I referenced that Hopeless Romantic on part of the game, where you can call me a hopeless romantic. I say it there. So it's kind of re-brought up here.
Okay.
Where essentially hopeless romantic is me talking about the situation between me and we know who. Where this is, again, probably one of the reasons this is my favorite is because it's probably one of the realest tracks on the album outside of Dagger. Where I feel like Dagger was like, you got cheated on, heartbreak. Hopeless romantic isn't heartbreak, but it's more of like a final plea.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I've wanted this for so long, so strongly, and there's still hope. There's still a way to make it work. But also, I'm now understanding my own part to play in it. Where, in the lyrics, I open it up. When the stars align, you roll the dice. Most people barely see it once, and now I've seen it twice. It's so hard for people to find that one. It's rare.
It is rare.
And I found her once, gave up, moved on, and then got her again. So it's like, of course I'm gonna take the chance, I'm gonna roll the dice. Those people only see it once and now I've seen it twice. Now I ain't saying that it's easy or the odds are nice. But if I'm winning a ring with you, it's worth the sacrifice.
Definitely is.
Then I saw the light at the end of the tunnel years ago. That's a direct reference to another song from the first project from Wonder with Love, where I say, I'm probably better alone. It's something that I always knew. You tell me there's light at the end of the tunnel, but nothing is outshining you. That's something she told me way back when. So we re-bring that line up in Hopeless Romantic, where I saw the light at the end of the tunnel years ago. I fell in love with the way that your diamond ring would glow. But ain't no way that a cop-out, i.e. someone who always tries to take the easy way out, but ain't no way that a cop-out is going to be a pro. So if I'm not ready to change, I have to let you go. But I can't let you go. And then the chance, hopeless romantic, back all my antics. But I can't let you go, 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 go. Then takes us to the chorus. But the light's too bright. That's kind of, it's like a basketball thing where it's like, the light's too bright. You're messing up.
Yeah.
You're not playing well because you can't see. You're not focused. You're not locked in. The lights are too bright. But the light's too bright. I'm losing sight. Screwing up again. I gotta make it right. Lights too bright. I'm losing sight. Here I go again. Gotta make it right. Then opening verse. Not seeing your face is hitting me harder by the day. You know me and her don't see each other like that.
True.
Wish you were here to tell me we gon' be okay. Cause some nights I be up late trying to make a play. Other nights I just can't sleep knowing you're away. I take the 3-hour drive if we ever had the time to put our lives to the side for a moment ain't a crime. Again, no, that was not hyperbole. That was literal. She is 3 hours away. That's why I say this one was probably one of the real ones. This is the most descriptive I'm being about a situation. This is the most detailed I'm being where these are real facts. She goes to school 3 hours away. And, you know, a lot of times I wouldn't be able to sleep just because I miss the girl. I love that girl.
Oh, I know.
I love the girl. So it's like, I gotta go back. I want to go back, you know? So, the next phrase, knew it was pressure because I wrote them songs about it. I know some of the people have asked, does she know all these songs are about her? Yes, she knows. And I bring that up here, where because, again, part of the problem, I'm putting too much pressure on her. I'm putting too much pressure on the situation. So, knew it was pressure when I wrote these songs about it. Knew it was pressure because the people that had doubted. You know how many people said I was crazy for still dating on. Plenty, a plethora of people. Knew it was pressure because the people that had doubted. Knew it was pressure because I want us back again. And I knew it was pressure because I'm not ready for the end. I'm not ready. I admit to her that at that point in time, I'm not ready to not have you. Because it was the truth. I was not ready. But then I don't also just fully stoop into the imposter syndrome. I bounce back a little bit. But pressure makes diamonds, and that takes us to K's. Double entendre. That, we know who. And also K Jewelers. But that takes us to K's. Never got this close. We never tried these plays. We never had a full shot at it as adults. We dated back in high school. I'm my own weighing over my head. I cannot front. I cannot fake. I can't play pretend. Might not be ready, but I'll put in what it takes. I might not be what you need now, but I'm gonna do what I need to become that. Then that takes me into very easily my favorite verse, my favorite sequence of the album. I gotta do this one live because this is literally my favorite part of the album.
Okay.
Maybe I should ease up on the gas, slow it down, we moving really fast. Stop to smell the roses in the grass. Baby, I want me and you to last. Doesn't mean that we ain't meant to be. I promise, girl, your ring will come from me. Okay. That's so Wonder from the 7. It's the future only I can see. That's a direct reference to That's So Raven, the theme song. That's so Raven, it's the future I can see. So that's so Wonder from the 7.
Long time.
Real ones know about That's So Raven. But That's So Wonder from the 7, it's the future only I can see.
Wow.
Me on bended knee, that's what it is. Wish came true without the Wiz. That's me referencing Michael Jackson, The Wizard of Oz. Again, I brought it up in Ball Up Top, No Place Like Home. Wish came true without the Wiz. Never been a phony or a fraud, another reference to the Wiz. But Glinda had to teach me about the biz. Glinda is the good witch of the
I
Wiz.
remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Glinda had to teach me about the biz. Only call it magic for the kids. Grown folk call it sleight of hand. Magic isn't real, but as a kid you believe in magic. So you grow up and you learn. Fake.
It's not real.
I eat sleight of hand. Grown folk call it sleight of hand. Hard work makes it on demand. Because the only way you can make magic.
I said his lyrics or something else.
Oh no, this one. Normally I don't like patting myself on the back, but this one, okay, favorite thing I wrote in the entire project. Easily favorite thing I wrote in the entire project. But grown folk call it sleight of hand. Hard work makes it on demand. That's the key to really be a man.
Wow.
Then we go back to the chorus. The lights are too bright. I'm losing sight. Where essentially, I'm telling her I'm messing up, but I'm also pleading with her to bear with me and help me grow. Because I know it's going to happen in this life. You're gonna stumble. You might even fall. But having those people around you to pick you back up and bear with you.
Mama taught you to always get your back up.
You always gotta get back up.
Yeah.
So it's a plea.
Don't matter how many times you fall.
Exactly.
Get back up.
Again, and that takes us to the final song on the album, Keep Going. I think this is the newest song on the album. I think this is the newest one. This is the last one I did. Because the newest ones were Falling For Ya, HBK, and Keep Going.
This was the first one you sent to me, right?
Yeah, Keep Going was the first one. Yep, this is the first one. This is crazy. This is the first song Mom heard from the album. It was the final one. Where essentially the title doesn't really have anything to do with basketball, but more so about love. Where the hook, or no, it starts with the sample. Keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going until I find you, baby. Swear I'll find you, baby. Keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going until I find you, baby. Swear I'll find you, baby. Sample where it's a melodic chant where, again, the purpose of Keep Going is to know that even if the person at the end of the road, even if the ring I get isn't with the we know who, I'm prepared to keep going. And Hopeless Romantic, I wasn't ready for it to not be her. And Keep Going, I am. It's me saying, no matter what, life goes on. Life moves forward. Time does not stop for no one.
True.
You have to keep going. You could be going through the worst chapter of your life, and guess what? Time don't care. That watch is gonna keep clicking every time. It's gonna keep going.
It sure will.
So you have to keep going. Where the hook, I just hope when we meet isn't far from today. Does your heart skip a beat thinking about what I'd say? I hate that something so sweet could be so far away, but know that I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Gotta find you, babe. Or essentially, me talking to whoever is at the end of the tunnel. Whether that's we know who, hell, whether it's him, who knows? But it's essentially, I'm going to find you.
Amen.
So I just hope whenever we meet, it's not too far.
It's not.
Then the verse, just me kind of, again, playful verse, me just rapping about her, what it's going to be, what I hope it to be in the future. I would say inspiration for this verse came from an older song me and Quincy did way back in the day called Carousel.
Okay.
Where he was rapping about a similar topic. Where
Carousel was the title too.
Carousel was the title for
See,
Quincy.
all your titles are just...
And again, funny enough, with Quincy, with the 3 songs I mentioned, they were in that, like the 3 songs I used, Hula Hoop, Turntable, and Carousel. The focus was to all these things that spin. To emphasize it's a cycle. Life is a cycle that goes on.
Hula hoop, carousel, okay.
And turntable. Like DJ turntables. That's where it
They
came
all
from.
go in a circle.
They all go in circles. So
Got you.
Quincy's one where in his verse he was talking about a similar thing of what his ideal partner would be, his ideal wife would be when he gets to the end of the road.
Wow.
So I did a very similar thing with Keep Going, where I said, knowing I'm on the way to a good girl, just talking about that, going further into it. That's pretty much the verse. Takes us back to the chorus where I hope when we meet isn't far from today. Then the bridge. This is where we bring back Mom's beautiful spoken word she did in track 1, where again, it wouldn't be a full circle moment if we didn't bring that speech back. Where you talking about love, but now it's with a whole different mind. I've gone through the whole journey that it was scattered, like you said. It has been scattered tired.
Oh, I see.
It has been scattered tired. Hey! God. Hey! But now I've done that growth. I've done the steps. I've done my time as a villain, and I've understood that's not for me. So I said, keep going. And that takes us to the refrain where, so close to perfect that you make it worth it. Like I had to earn it. For you I'm determined. If it's for my baby, back against the wall. You can call me crazy, but I'ma risk it all.
No.
Where essentially, hey, you like that end goal is what makes all of this worth it.
Yeah.
And that's what we talked about in track 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's never too late as long as you're alive.
No, it's not.
So, same premise here.
It is not. Never too late. No, it is not.
That's the storyline of the album. The journeys, the highs, the lows, ups and downs, in all exquisite detail.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I try. When I tell you,
I big kudos to you.
I try. When I tell you, this is why it took 2 years.
But it was worth it.
It was worth
really it. I gotta say I'm very, very impressed with the work you've done.
Thank you.
Now, from all the songs the album you released, is there a special message you want to pass out to your fans?
About the album?
About the album.
Ooh, yes. I would say, one, true love is out there. It's 100% out there. You just gotta believe. You gotta find it.
I agree.
One of the lyrics I use in the opening track, so it's never too late as long as you're alive.
True.
My father, he, as you guys may or may not know, obviously, they're not together anymore. Doy, for anybody who didn't know. But Dad got divorced from Mom. They got divorced way back. I was super young. Couldn't even tell you how old I was then. But Dad was able to, after that, I didn't see Dad becoming a family man. If you told Tule way back then that, yeah, your dad's gonna get remarried at 55, have a new daughter, and become a stepfather. You're gonna have actual siblings. I would have called you crazy. In fact, I would have slapped you and called you crazy.
Yeah, but it's happening.
It's happening. So again, it's never too late as long as you're alive.
I totally agree.
I just hope when we meet isn't far from today. Does your heart skip a beat thinking about what I'd say? That something so sweet could be so far away, but know that I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Gotta find you, babe.